if you want to party, Barcelona is the place to go. We stayed out till 5 a.m., 6 a.m., and
Yeah.
there was no sign of anything slowing down. We've basically just been frolicking around the south of France.
America is just so behind on so many things. Let's get it together, America. I gotta be a little woo-woo sometimes. I was trying to figure out how to hypnotize myself to become a morning person.
Girl, I don't even think any amount of hypnotism could do that.
I'm just tired of run clubs. Like, I don't want to fucking run. I'm not running more than a mile.
It's a lot
I'm
of
not running.
pressure.
If you could pick one, would you be a full-time influencer or a physical therapist? And I was like, what's up, guys? Welcome to the Physio Diaries podcast. We are your co-hosts, Dr. Melanie Ziaziaris
and Dr. Koshevatskiy, where students, healthcare professionals, and wellness junkies come to get the inside scoop of the healthcare and wellness industry.
The podcast you didn't know you needed by your favorite travel physical therapist.
You guys have officially entered the break room. Hi, guys. Welcome back to another Break Room Talks episode with your hosts, Mel and Al. If you're new here, welcome, and we are so glad to have you guys. We are both travel physical therapists, which means we take contracts all across the country for several months at a time, which means we're always up to something. We like to check in with you guys about once a month where we update you on our wild lives and answer all of your burning questions. So grab yourself a sweet treat or a fun drink and buckle in because this is going to be a good one.
Where do we start? So much
First
has
of all,
happened.
I know, like way too much. And honestly, for your guys' background information, I am currently in France. Mel is currently on her contract in Savannah, Georgia.
Yes.
I am in France because my month off and it is 1 a.m. here and we are filming. And that is how dedicated we are. Because we could not miss an episode. I just refuse. We are doing this today for you guys.
Okay. You need to start.
Yeah, there's a lot
travel.
to unpack. Okay, hold on. I'm going to
True.
move my phone.
I know. I was like, wait, let me look at the note real quick.
So I have been working in YouTube for about 2 years and I thought it was time for a longer trip. I know this year I've probably taken already 5 weeks off as it is. Then I decided to do a month-long Europe trip for the month of September. And it just so happened that my younger sister was getting married in Barcelona. It was just perfect because one thing fell into place after the other. For those of you that don't know, my boyfriend, who's also a PT, is actually French. And he has some family back in France. His cousin told us that she's getting married the weekend after my sister. So we were like, amazing. We were already going to go to France for a month. Like
what are the odds?
What are the odds? It was perfect. So it was back-to-back weekends. We had 2 weddings. My sister's wedding was such a dream.
Beautiful.
You saw the pictures. It was insane.
Everything was beautiful. It was perfect.
It was perfect. Yeah, like literally nothing will top that. It was crazy. It was like in a castle. They had a saxophone player, like all this crazy stuff. It was just an amazing wedding and it was the first wedding in my family and it was just great. Like I don't even know what else to say. But it also feels like it was so long ago because so much has happened since then. What did I do next? So Barcelona and then Toulouse, where my boyfriend's family is in France, is only a 3-hour drive away from each other, which is crazy. We did not drive there. In between the 2 weddings, we actually went to Mallorca, Palma de Mallorca, which is an island off of the coast of Spain, which I almost just forgot about that we did this. If you guys have heard of Mallorca, if you haven't, you need to look it up because it is so beautiful.
What was your favorite part about Mallorca?
We honestly did a lot. And when you travel with your family, you're on a different budget. You know what I mean?
Yeah, true.
They're like, okay, let's do this excursion. And we did these like cave tours. That was really cool. But my favorite part, we rented this sailboat and it was just my family on there.
So nice.
Yeah, it was insane. And honestly, the price wasn't that bad because people get paid less in Europe. Like at least in France, they get paid once a month. An average salary.
Once a month?
Once a month. Can you imagine?
Oh my God.
I know. I can't either. I get paid once a week and I'm like, okay, there's my money. Like, let's go. But you have to like string that along for the entire month, and you have to be
Yeah.
very budgeted, I feel like. But,
Wow.
oh my gosh, I could talk so much about the differences between, like, France and Europe in general and America, but I only get a little bit into that because that's, like, a whole thing that we honestly should make a video about one day because it's so interesting. I'm curious to know how Greece is, like, different from America too.
True, true,
But
true.
anyways, yeah, my favorite part was renting the sailboat. It was just such a great day. The weather was great. My grandparents were swimming in the
Oh,
water. They were living their best lives. Like,
yeah.
it was just really nice to kind of have a chill part of the vacation after. Weddings are
Mhm.
great, but they're definitely stressful and it's definitely
Yeah, so
busy.
many things to just, like, have at the top
Yeah.
of your mind at all times.
Yeah, it was just nice to be with my family and spend time with them because as travel PTs, we are always moving around. We're always living somewhere else. I really haven't seen my family that much. So it was nice to
Yeah.
spend that quality time with them after the chaotic like wedding events.
Yeah. Yeah.
But in a good
I
way, chaotic.
loved I loved all of the color schemes at the wedding. I thought they were all really pretty, like the red dress
Mhm.
night, and then the bridesmaids' dresses were like what like yellow,
Yellow.
like butter yellow,
Mhm.
pastel yellow.
Yes, it
It
was
was
it
all
was
really
cool.
pretty. Yeah.
Yeah, my sister really, like, thought everything out so
Yeah.
well. The
Did
night
she have, like, a
before
full wedding planner for everything?
um, she did, I think, and it was they kinda held more day of especially, but that's the thing is, like, it's really, really hard to plan a wedding as it is, but especially when you're planning one overseas, in
Mhm.
Spain especially, and something I noticed that was, like, the only little thing that I would say was that, like, all the different vendors from everywhere did not, like, necessarily communicate, and I would say the
Mhm.
MC was like, "Dude, where are you? Like, you're supposed to" like, I finished my speech, and then I was like, "Okay, MC, where are you? Like, you're supposed to take my mic," and he was
Uh,
nowhere to be found. So that was, like, the
uh,
only little thing, but it was might have been just hard to communicate with
yeah.
everyone, especially because it's a different country. She coordinated everything really well, though. Everything was great. The red theme was sick. It was the night
Yeah.
before. It was, like, the wedding welcome party for everybody because everybody flew over to Spain for
Mhm.
them. So she's like, "We have to just do a welcome party for everybody." And the theme was
Yeah,
Spanish chic red, and it was just beautiful.
it was.
Yeah, the wedding was just amazing. If you wanna party, Barcelona is the place to go.
It's
We,
true.
a couple nights, stayed out till 5 AM, 6 AM, and
Yeah.
there was no sign of anything slowing down. I'm like, "Do people sleep there?" You know?
I wanna go to
But
Spain so badly.
it's really fun. The
Maybe
only
next
downside
year.
of Barcelona, I would say, is the pickpocketing, I guess. It's pretty bad there,
Oh, is it
apparently.
that bad?
Yeah, and apparently the beaches are not that nice.
Oh, gotcha.
But the nightlife and the architecture and everything are definitely pros of Barcelona.
Yeah.
Super pretty. Then we went to the wedding in Toulouse, which was my boyfriend's cousin's wedding, and that one was really cool too. They did a bunch of different like things that I haven't seen. Like they played some games at the wedding, which I have not seen
Oh.
before. It was almost like a musical chairs type of thing. You have to go find something in the crowd and then bring it back
Oh,
to get your chair.
interesting. Yeah, that is
Yeah, so
very different.
that was interesting because I feel like in America, everything's so rushed at weddings. It's like, "Okay, we have to do this, we have to do this," and then usually
True.
the wedding's over by 11. In France, there's no such thing, like, the wedding goes till 2:30 until everybody's done, like, there's
Mhm.
no time limit, so it
Yeah.
just didn't feel rushed. We had time to play games, we had time to eat and just hang out, versus American weddings need to be emceed because they're like, "This happens, this happens, this happens," and you have to be
Yeah.
out by 11, So it's totally different. Basically just been frolicking around the south of France.
Yeah.
My family friend was so nice. He lent us a car for 2 weeks. He lives in Nice.
Oh, you had the
Um,
car for 2 weeks?
yeah, we still have the car.
Oh, I didn't
Um,
realize that.
yeah, and it was
Oh,
so nice
damn.
of him. First of all, I thought gas was expensive in California. Girl, it's like 90
What?
bucks to fill up the car
Wait,
in
okay, hold on.
France.
I don't
Yeah.
understand because they get paid less. How is this pay structure?
So, first of all, I think pay is like basically average salary is about 2,000 to 2,500 a month.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. They don't pay much at all for college, like barely anything.
Yeah.
And insurance, obviously they don't pay for.
Yeah.
And then retirement, like a lot of their paycheck is taken out for retirement. But somehow they live and they get, like, how much time off? Like 4 to
Somehow
5
they
weeks
live.
off.
Shit.
And they only work 35 hours a week, and honestly, a
Ugh,
lot of people
I
may.
fucking wish.
Yeah. It's so different, it's kinda crazy. The food is
Oh,
just
yeah.
much better quality.
Mhm.
You just feel like things that I would normally eat in America, if I ate like this today, we had dinner. You know what we
Mhm.
had for dinner?
Pizza?
No,
Pasta?
we
I
had
don't know.
dinner, we had pizza for lunch. For dinner, we had fondue, which literally they bring you,
Oh.
like, a bowl of bread, and it was, like, probably a loaf that they cut up,
Yeah.
and you dip it in cheese, like, melted cheese, and that's what we had for dinner. And normally, this would destroy my stomach in the States, but, like,
Yeah.
I feel good, like, and it felt light,
Yeah.
like, I didn't feel disgusting,
Mhm.
I didn't feel
Not,
just, like,
like, so
bloated.
heavy. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's just wild, like, I had Doritos here, and I
Oh,
was looking at the
French
ingredients.
Doritos?
French Doritos, yeah, they have a completely different factory from the States,
Oh,
and I
wow.
was looking at the ingredients, and I'm like, "This is so different than our Doritos," like,
Yeah, no
there's
fucking Red
no.
40 and shit.
Yeah. You know what it's colored with to make
What?
it, like, reddish or orangish?
I literally don't know.
Paprika. I'm like,
Paprika? What the fuck is
yeah.
America doing then?
Exactly. Like, I
Ugh,
literally wanna buy French Doritos and then compare the ingredients and be like, "What the
yeah.
heck?"
You know,
Yeah.
I didn't look too much when I was in Greece at the chips, but they definitely had a lot of different chips. But I just like I'm not a chip person for real. But like
And it makes
that's
you wonder,
crazy.
though. It's like, why
Yeah,
don't they just make the same chips and give us the same
right.
stuff in America?
Mhm.
It's just it's beyond me.
Yeah, there's so many
Um,
differences from Europe and America, especially with food.
yeah.
It's just like y- yeah.
Yeah.
If people saw more of what happened outside of America, they would question so much more.
Yeah, it's so different. Another thing that I've noticed is how much people walk here. Having a car here is a luxury, and they want to promote people to use like public transit,
Yeah,
or a
bikes
lot of
and
people
stuff.
bike here.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why it's so expensive to have a car. And then also, you don't get your license until you're 18, I believe, like a little bit
Oh,
older.
really? I didn't know that.
And it's because I think also they drive a lot of manual cars, and it's, like, so much more complicated to drive here
True.
than in the States. Like, people in America, I feel like, don't know how to properly use a roundabout. Like, they see a roundabout and they freak out, but here, there's a roundabout legit every 5 feet. Like,
Wow,
there's another
really?
one.
I feel
There's a
like I've
lot.
done like 3 roundabouts in my life and that's it.
Yeah, they honestly, not gonna lie, they freak me out too because we don't have a lot of
Yeah,
them,
yeah.
but it's probably for the best
And
because
Chicago definitely doesn't have many roundabouts, like, that's not a thing.
can you imagine?
It's not a thing.
The amount of accidents that we would have every single day if we had roundabouts in Chicago? No.
Have you
But
driven
yeah.
the car at all?
No, I have not driven once. Like, I have been passenger. I don't know if I'll
Yes,
know how to
passenger
drive when I come
princess.
back. Whoops. No, I haven't driven at all, and I don't plan to. Like, the car that we got is super nice from my, family friend, and I just don't trust myself even though it's
Yeah.
automatic. The
Oh, it
roads
is
here are
automatic. Okay.
crazy. Like,
Really? Like, no rules followed like in Mexico or, like, different?
no, it's more like people are really good scary drivers. Like,
Oh, I
it's
see.
like
Yeah.
organized chaos.
Unspoken rules and organized chaos. I understand exactly what you mean.
Yeah, and then also we're driving, like, today we went up to Mont Blanc, which
Mhm.
is we're in the French Alps right now, and just driving on these cliffs freaks me out. Like, I can't do it.
Yeah, I don't like that.
No, so
I couldn't do
thankfully,
it.
yeah, my boyfriend's an outdoorsy person, so he is it doesn't faze him at all, like,
That's great.
whatsoever.
Amazing.
Yeah, yeah. What we've done in the last 2 weeks, basically, we went to a bunch of little small towns. If you guys want to know more, I've actually been vlogging a lot on TikTok.
Yes, you have been
Mel, I
popping
know you've
off
seen
with the
them.
vlogs.
I know, and I've been good about posting them consistently. I feel like I'm getting the hang of the whole editing thing.
Mhm.
I'm not doing anything too fancy, but if you guys wanna know details, my brain is jumbled with how much we've done because
Mhm.
we have been traveling, like, every couple days we go to a new place and have to pack up and
Yeah.
like move. It's all jumbled in my head and I'm not gonna give details because we've done so much. We've gone to like little small towns and my favorite town I would say, and it's definitely
Yeah,
touristy,
I was gonna ask.
out of the ones that we did. Personally, I loved Ez. It's basically like
Ez?
Easy. You have to look it up.
Okay.
It's like kind of all over TikTok and it got famous.
Mm.
And it was pretty busy even in September when we went,
Mm.
but it was beautiful. It's basically like this town on a cliff almost, and it's just gorgeous. Like the views are
Interesting.
amazing. It's so pretty. That would be my favorite for sure. I don't even know if I have a least favorite. Like all these towns are so cool and they all have castles at the top. Some of them are
Oh,
ruins.
interesting.
Yeah, it's really cool.
I guess that makes sense, but I just, like, never think about castles because that's just, like,
We don't
not
have
something we really
those.
think about, yeah.
No, no, we don't. Obviously, Europe is a lot older than America, but just the little details, like the vines on the buildings, the
Mhm.
stone on the side and the walls, like
Yeah.
it's just so beautiful. Even these little tiny towns that are dead are just so gorgeous.
They
And
have, like, personality, like, these small
yes.
rural towns in America have no personality, it's just, like,
Yeah.
grass, highway, and, like, houses.
Cornfields.
Yeah, like, there's absolutely no personality, and
Yeah.
that's such a big difference in, like, the small towns in Europe versus, like, rural
Yeah.
towns here in America.
And when they built the streets, they built them to be so wide so
Mm,
that, like, they don't focus on the cars, they focus on the people being able to walk and, like, put
yeah.
a bunch of tables out so people can sit and,
Like,
like, enjoy
actual
their
community.
coffee. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's so nice, and I think it's gonna be a culture shock, honestly, going back to
Yeah, it's
America.
gonna feel weird going back. But no, that totally makes a lot of sense because when I was in Greece, they even the small towns, they have, like, what they would call, like, our downtown, they call, like, the city center, and that's where, like,
Yes,
everything is and everything merges into it, and it's where, like, a lot of restaurants and just, like, gatherings happen, but they just
and
call
you
it, like, the
walk there from
center.
your house, you know?
Yeah, and you can walk there.
Yeah.
And America is just so behind on so many things. Let's get it together, America.
Clap. Yeah, no, I agree. I think that this is inspiring me to go back home and I don't know,
Yeah,
just like cook more meals myself, which I already
sure.
do, but just walk more, like be a little healthier and be a little bit more cognizant of the stuff that I'm putting in my body because I have felt so good. I've had nearly no gas, like TMI, but whatever. You guys already know I have stomach issues. But like I really have been feeling great and I want to continue this. So
Definitely.
yeah. I've been
Is there
loving it.
anything you're looking forward to coming back to America?
I would say mostly making money.
Okay, fair. Yeah, that's so
That's
important.
my top. Like
The
I
only thing you're looking forward to is to
that's the
make money.
only thing. Yeah. No, just kidding. But obviously there's that because as
Yes.
a traveler, you do not get income when you're not working. So, I mean, that's obvious. I am looking forward to going back to California. I'm happy that I'm going to a cool place and I'm like,
Yeah.
stationed right now at a cool place because I think
Mhm.
that'll help with like the post vacation blues. I kind of miss my coworkers. I miss the clinic vibe. Thankfully, I'm at a good clinic. It's not like I'm going back to like a dreadful job. Like I get to talk to people. It's not going to be like boring. I'm just grateful to kind of go back to more of a routine and not live out of a suitcase.
Yeah.
But I'm not complaining whatsoever. Just kind of having more of a routine, honestly, and more structure to my day and just getting back into working out because we've been very active and I don't think I've gained any weight here, but I just miss like building muscle, I guess.
Yeah,
'Cause
strength training and, like, not
yeah,
just walking. Yeah.
yeah. So I'd say some of that stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that makes sense.
but I'm not ready. And then to
Yeah.
end it off with my update, my last part of my trip, we're here for 2 more days in the mountains and the Alps, and then we're taking a 6-hour train ride from Nice to Paris on in a
Oh, I
couple
didn't realize
days.
train ride.
Yeah, and then
Fun.
we're doing Paris for a few days, and it's Paris Fashion Week, so pray that I see
Oh.
some celebrities. Just kidding.
Get them on the pod. Just kidding.
Yes, I'll try.
Only if they our niche.
Yes. No, we won't just take anyone.
That's
Uh,
exciting. I didn't realize it was
yeah.
Paris Fashion Week. I don't like keep up with any of that stuff. Like I
I
never
don't
know
either,
when
but
like
I
New
think
York
I'm
Fashion
on
Week or anything.
yeah, I think I'm on, like, Paris TikTok.
Yeah,
So,
that
that's
makes
probably
sense.
why it was curated to me. But,
Yeah.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
pretty much it
Fun.
for my updates. It's been great. I look forward to the next month off that I'm gonna have
Yeah.
one day.
Jealous. I'm craving time off, but
Yes.
I won't have it anytime soon.
That's okay.
At least to that
Well,
extent.
yes, you do have some travel coming up in the month of
I
October,
do. And
though.
so, yes, I did not expect to have this much travel. I thought I wasn't going to be traveling. Like, I thought maybe I'd go once to Chicago through the end of the year. But
Mhm.
this upcoming weekend, I am going to Chicago. And that was honestly like an emergency trip, kind of, which I will get into.
Yeah.
But that was a very, very last minute trip. I honestly was trying to see if I could put it off for as long as I could, but I was like, no, I need to go to Chicago like now and get things situated and worked out and figured out. Then I'm going to San Fran again and Napa, which I have never been to Napa, but I was in San Fran. It was literally earlier this year. That literally
Like
feels like
March,
3 years
maybe?
ago. Yeah,
Yeah.
literally February.
Yeah. Early.
Yeah, it was really early. And or maybe April. Yeah, maybe it
Honestly,
was
now
April.
is a good time
But
to go because it's gonna be
yeah.
a little warmer.
Yeah. So, and this trip to San Fran was just super random because it's like a little family reunion with
Mhm.
my family that's from Australia. So,
It's a good
very
meeting
fucking
point.
random. Yeah, good meeting point. And so I'm really excited for Napa and wine country. And lately I've been really into wine. For the past just like year in general, I feel like I've barely been drinking. I can barely even handle more than 3 drinks and I rarely like go out and drink like that anymore. And so I definitely am like a martini cocktail person. Like I fucking love a martini and like a
Lychee
Cosmo, a lemon,
martini.
a
Mm,
lychee martini at the top. And now
yes.
I think I'm at a Cosmo. I had an obsession with extra dirty vodka martinis, but not.
Mhm.
I think I have drank too many now, and I'm like kind of over it.
The hyperfixation is over.
Yeah. Yes. And so now I'm into wine again, which I feel
Mm,
like I haven't been into wine in a really long time. But I am that crunchy wine person that's getting organic wines from Whole Foods.
nice.
So I'm excited for Napa to have like good quality wines and like orange wine. Have you had orange wine before?
It's so good.
I
Yeah. I
really
haven't had
like
it in a
orange
while,
wine.
but it's
Yeah,
good.
it's hard to find. Whole Foods does have some couple options of orange wine, but there's honestly
Mhm.
not that many places that like carry it. And then after that, I'm doing my dry needling weekend in Atlanta. So I'll be in Atlanta and that weekend though will be like straight dry needling. I'll probably go out Saturday night or something in Atlanta cuz why not? I
Mhm.
do love you have never been to Atlanta, right?
No.
Yeah. There's only, like, a couple areas that are, like, nice that I, like,
Mhm.
care about, which is, like, Buckhead, which is, like, the bougier, nicer area, a lot of restaurants, bars, big mall,
Mhm.
that type of stuff. I do like going to Buckhead, so it'll be nice to, like,
And
go back
that's
to a place I used to live too.
yeah, that's true. But I was also gonna say that's the weekend after you go to Chicago, right?
Yes.
Wait, no,
No,
not
after
Chicago,
San
sorry.
Fran.
San Fran, yeah. So
Yeah.
back-to-back weekends. But,
Yeah.
honestly, that's how I like it. Like, it's fun to
I
just
know.
travel and always be on the go. Our
Yeah.
schedule allows it, which not everybody's does.
True. I am trying to be on, like, a nervous system regulation journey because I've realized that I am a super hyper independent overachiever. And that's how I feel like I am a quality person. And if I'm not doing things, I feel like shit. And
Yeah.
so I'm trying to figure out a balance of that. Times like this month is where I typically like thrive, but I'm trying to like retrain my body to like not be thriving
Yeah.
off of that, but then, like, things like this happen and I, like, have to thrive off of it. So, it'll be interesting to see how I'm gonna feel at the end of the month after all of the things.
Yeah, I feel like we both are kind of like either we're doing 110% and we're
Mhm.
overbooking ourselves, but then you kind of crash almost and you're like,
Yeah.
okay, I'm not doing anything for 2 or 3 weekends in a row. Like, nobody
Yeah.
talk to me. I'm not making any plans, like just me and my bed, and that's it.
Yeah, yeah, for real.
It's
Like this
either one
past
or the other.
weekend, yes, this past weekend was like my last weekend in Savannah for the next 3, 4 weeks. I
Yeah.
was like, I should really just like chill and not do anything too crazy. So then I texted my friend and I was like, fuck it. Do you want to get drinks tonight? But then she is an anesthesiologist. And so she worked a lot. And then she was like, I just worked 6 days in a row, and I was like, "You know what? This is a sign that I need to stay the fuck home." So, I stayed home and
Yeah.
got over that urge to go out. Actually, do you know what the Aura app is?
Like the Aura ring?
No, it's AURA.
Mm-mm.
So, actually, they would be a good fucking collab. Manifesting this right now because I really like this app. But I this is gonna sound crazy and a little woo woo, but it's okay. We all gotta be a little woo woo sometimes. I was trying to figure out how to hypnotize myself to become a morning person.
Girl, I don't even think any amount of hypnotism could do that.
So I was trying to like research different things on how to hypnotize myself. And then I came across this app and they have a bunch of hypnosis, self-guided
Mm.
meditations, like sound frequency, and like they have just a bunch of things on this app. And it's honestly not too bad. It was like $60 a year, which is not bad.
Mhm.
Um, and so I got it. So I've been trying to do a lot of that, like different meditate guided meditations and
How
like
is that going?
you know, I actually like it. I've been putting on in the mornings. Like there's a
Uh-huh.
happiness hypno booster thing that I
Oh,
put on in
nice.
the mornings. And then sometimes I'll do a sleep hypnosis. There's a lot of sleep hypnosis things on there.
Yeah.
Um so I've been trying to do like that more to just like center myself because I always love to add things onto my plate. And now I literally cannot afford to not be at full
Yeah.
energy every day, you know? Like,
So, I was gonna say, talk about some of those things because there's a few that I can
yes.
think of that you
Yeah.
have, gone on new endeavors with.
Yes. Okay. So first, I'll talk about the Savannah Walk Club. So
Yes.
I posted on TikTok because I was trying to find just like different community things in Savannah, and I'm just tired of run clubs. Like, I don't want to fucking run. I'm not running more than a mile.
It's a lot
I'm
of
not running.
pressure.
Yeah, it is a lot of pressure, and all the people who are in these run clubs are running like 5 miles. I feel like every time, and that's
Yeah.
just never gonna be me. I don't care about running like that. And so I was like, I want to walk though. Like I like getting miles in walking. And I didn't see any like walk clubs or anything. And I was thinking about the Chicago like Hot Girls Walk Club. And I was like,
Mm.
is there something like that here? So I posted something on TikTok. This video went viral and I was in shock. And I was like, oh shit. Okay, now I gotta do walk club because a lot of people just responded to this. And now I gotta hold myself accountable.
Yeah.
So I
At first, it was
started
just
this
a
walk.
silly idea, and then you're like, "Oh, shoot, now I have to do this for real."
Yeah, exactly. So then I was like, okay, let me just put it out there. Like, what do the people want? Do we want like Saturday, Sunday, blah, blah, blah. And all of these videos kept going viral and I kept getting so much engagement from it. So I was like, okay, let me just download the locals app and
Mhm.
make a walk club. Guess how many people are now part of my walk club on the locals app?
200?
Nope.
More?
Yeah.
Ah, 200 was like I was like,
Yeah.
"Okay." 500?
No, 409.
Dang.
Yeah.
Wait, so what is the locals app?
It's pretty much just like they are really big in Europe, but they're not as big in the
Mm,
States. They're big in New York and probably like LA, but I get a lot in New York since I'm on the East Coast. But
mm,
it pretty much is a community. It's kind of like Eventbrite in a way, but it's an app and it's very
okay.
user friendly because you can create a club and then make a chat for the club and then you can organize paid events or like one-on-one sessions with people if you're like coaching or whatever. So there's a lot of different things you can do on it, but it's really cool. So I just like created the walk
Nice.
club and I post in the chat and like put up a flyer and different pictures from like each walk we've done. We've done 2 walks so far. The turnouts have been crazy. The first one was like 35 to 40 people, and the second one was like 20, 25 people. It was like rainy that day, so it wasn't sure what the turnout was going to be. But yeah,
Nice.
it's
That's so
been
fun.
popping off. Yeah. I
Yeah.
was like in shock at how many people like downloaded this. And actually, I am supposed to manifesting all of the energy, but meet with the COO of Locals on Friday.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, because they saw the club was like growing so big, and then they reached
Yeah.
out to me and was like, let's collab. And then
Heck
at first they
yeah.
said no, and then they're like, actually, we circled back, and the COO would like to like schedule a meeting with you.
Oh my gosh. Yeah,
Yeah,
putting all the good energy out there for
yeah,
you. Keep me
yeah. But
updated.
that's like low energy, like just once a
Yeah.
week we do a walk and
And
you
that's good
know,
for you. And also, I was gonna say, I feel
yeah,
like even though I want to say like things are like more or less like somewhat feel normal after COVID. And I don't know if this is another thing about being in your late 20s and like people not really being able to make friends as easily, but I feel like a lot of people are looking for like a sense of community or like a sense of belonging. And it's just probably nice for people, like, let
yeah,
alone exercise, but just like having a group to do things with and meet people through that. We've talked about this before. It's hard to meet people
yeah,
in your 20s besides like people from work. So
for
that's
sure.
awesome. And I definitely want to do that in like the places that I am working in the
Yes.
future too.
It would
You've
be so
inspired me.
funny if, like, every place we went to, we just created a
Yes.
walk club. Like, that would
Yes.
be
And
so
someone
funny.
has to continue the legacy once we go.
Yes, pass off the torch.
Yes. Yeah. That's so
Um,
cool.
yeah.
What other endeavors have you been on
All
recently?
right. So, I honestly, it still feels really weird to talk about. It's definitely, like,
Yeah.
big imposter syndrome because we are healthcare girlies and not real estate girlies. But why not both?
Right.
So I've been wanting to get into real estate for a while now. I knew that I wanted to get into it some way, somehow, at some point. I had been talking to a realtor for a while, but then I decided I didn't want to buy yet, just because obviously that's like more down. You have to put more of a risk, um, a lot more to like learn, I feel like. And then I came across Airbnb arbitrage, which
Mhm.
means you rent places. I mean, you can put it on other sites outside of Airbnb, but it's pretty much like corporate housing business. And you rent places in the contract. Obviously, there has to be like a certain, stuff
Mhm.
in the contract, and your landlord like has to know this information. It's not like you're not telling them you're going to list this place on Airbnb because every place has different rules, especially if you're in like a condo or apartment building. I came across that and then I started really doing my research on it and trying to like learn it. And then I have like a team and like mentors and kind of like consulting guy that I have.
Mhm.
And this opportunity came up really quickly all of a sudden, and I got a unit in Chicago. I put on Airbnb, VRBO, Furnish Finder, all of the things like short
Mhm.
term, midterm leasing. Honestly, it has been so much to learn,
Mhm.
but it definitely can be super successful and profitable if you do it right. I was super cautious about it. And I guess I didn't start sooner because I wanted to learn as much as I could
Mhm.
beforehand. It's a lot to learn, but we've been up and running and open and getting bookings and
Mhm.
yeah, it's been really
Nice.
interesting.
And this just shows that you should not box yourself in to just one
Yeah.
thing. We are PTs, but there's so much else that you can do, Like
Mhm.
we have a podcast, we are constantly traveling, like you're starting Airbnb. And I definitely want to get into real estate one day, but I just feel like people are always like, oh, I just have to further myself in my career. Like, no,
Yeah.
there's so many things that you can do as well as furthering yourself in your career, which is super cool,
Yeah.
So that's
Mhm.
awesome, and I'm sure that it's gonna go well because 'cause you're doing
Yeah.
it.
Thank you. Thank you. It
Yeah.
is some effort though, because now I'm like, now my phone has to be on
Yeah.
24/7 just in case the people who are staying there message me, like finding the cleaning situation. I'm now trying to look
Yes.
for an assistant there because it's in Chicago and like literally something can go wrong at any point in time, or like there needs to be, something that needs to be
Yeah.
done at any point in time, and like obviously I
Yeah.
can't be there. So now I'm like looking for an assistant, and it's like
And then
so
you
cool, but
also
it's crazy.
yeah, you also work a job where you actually can't be on your phone sometimes, like, a
Mhm.
lot of the time, you know?
Yeah.
So, that also is, like, a challenge, you know?
Yeah.
And like you said, that's what I've always thought about is, like, what if I have a property and I'm always moving, like, I'm probably not gonna be there, so
Yeah.
it's smart to do it in Chicago where, like, you have connections or, like, you can find
Mhm.
someone. Worst comes to worst, like, you have family there, so it's
Yeah.
like that's a good idea to start off with at
Yeah.
least, you know?
For sure. 2 weeks ago is when the listing went live,
Mhm.
and since then, I've had 3 bookings,
Wow.
and I know, and I've had to be like, "Wait, I need something like this in the unit, that in the unit. Can you go check the units?" I've been paying my mom to pretty much
Uh-huh.
be my, like, assistant to go, like, help me out with the unit, but I'm like, "I don't want that, like, I need to get my own, like,
Yeah.
assistant and stuff." So, that is why I'm going to Chicago this weekend because I just wanna
Mhm.
get everything sorted out and situated and actually see the unit because I have not seen the unit myself yet.
Mhm. That'll be
Um,
cool.
yeah. Yeah, a lot of things, so
So
many fucking things.
exciting.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I actually got this DM, which I kinda was a little salty about this DM I got because I
What
was like,
was it?
"Why the fuck can't you do both?" But
Mhm.
this guy who is a physical therapist, okay, he's been following me for a minute and kind of interesting vibes. He will like
Mhm.
message me random questions that I don't always respond. But he
Yeah.
messaged me and he was like, "If you could pick one, would you be a full-time influencer or a physical therapist?" And I was like, "Why the fuck do I have to pick one,
Yeah.
first of all?
Yeah.
The goal is to be both." Um,
Right.
I don't know what you mean. I'm not gonna pick one. But I thought
Yeah.
that was just like so interesting because like, why? Why is that like, a ultimatum type of situation? Like,
Mhm.
why can't you do whatever you want? And I
Yeah.
also another reason why I wanted to get into real estate was because I do not wanna be a full-time physical therapist until I retire. Like, absolutely not. I'm not doing 40 hours of patient care in my
Mhm.
freaking 60s. Absolutely not. And
Yeah.
no shade to people who do, but for me, that is just not what I want for my life.
No, not at all. Going back to the question that you got, it's interesting because, yeah, I
Mhm.
feel like a lot of physical therapists are just really proud of what they do. It's great. It's good that they're proud and that they're just so dedicated to the profession. And I am not saying that we're not, but it's just not the only thing that we want to be
Yeah.
focused on. And I'm happy that there are PTs that are like that and go to these conferences and are doing research. We have to have those people that grow our field,
Mhm.
but not every single one of us can do that. We can't all be in research. We can't all be like, like that. So
Yeah.
we can have other passions. And I think that makes a well-rounded clinician is actually like having interest in other things, having
Mhm.
hobbies, having different interests. And that's like such an interesting question to me, but I
Yeah.
don't think he meant any harm. Like, I think he was,
Yeah.
like, just maybe genuinely, like, curious,
Mhm.
but that's, like, gets your gears turning. I'm not, like, a huge influencer type, but it seems fun to me,
It
like, I
does
I
seem
would
fun.
love that. I know it's a lot of work. It's been really fun to just focus on more social media in this past month. I really like it, and I think I wanna also be better about, like, consistently posting and kind of juggling a little bit more of that because it's
Mhm.
just something I like to do a lot.
Yeah.
That's an interesting comment, but lots of exciting things
So
happening.
many random
I
things.
know, and a
Yeah.
busy, busy month of October.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very. Like, November should, be a little chiller in the holiday
Yeah,
season, but
yeah, I know, and we'll have a great break room talks episode for you guys in October because 'cause there'll be lots to
yes. Oh my
discuss.
gosh, so much to discuss.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's pretty
Yeah.
much feel like that's it. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I'm missing. I don't think so. Really has been stressful the past couple weeks trying to get everything running correctly for the Airbnb
Mhm.
and like automating everything. And I've been like on the phone with Airbnb, hospitable, all of these people. Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It is a lot. Very different from like healthcare, right? Like it's very entrepreneurial, and I
Mhm.
definitely have imposter syndrome. And I feel like that's just like a common thing with like people who have jobs that are very like straightforward, stable, like
Yeah.
this happens then, and you go in and you leave, and yeah, very different.
Totally different, yeah. But also probably a little refreshing to kinda
Yes.
dive into something new, you know?
Yeah, I'm like sitting on my couch watching TV with David over the weekend and bam, got a booking. I was like, I got a new booking. Yay.
Yay!
Just chilling on my
Yeah.
couch.
So exciting.
But yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Anything else? It's
I was
like
just
what?
gonna say,
Almost 2 a.m.
yeah, if you guys are listening to this, we have not gotten some questions in a while, I feel like.
Mm,
So don't
yeah.
forget that we have a Google form where you guys can submit us questions and we address all of those in the Break Room Talks episode because we love answering your questions. And honestly, both of us are pretty much an open book, I feel like, don't you think?
Yeah, definitely.
So literally ask away, ask anything you want at all. We're an open book.
And it's anonymous. The Google form is anonymous.
Yes, it is.
Because
And
you can
yeah.
always message us, but if you want to be anonymous, go to the Google
Mhm.
form that's in our links in our bio or on our website.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my god, yeah, I forgot we had a website. I was like, link in bio, but we actually have a
Yes,
website
yeah,
that
we have a
has a
website
whole
too.
tab for
Yes.
questions. Well, it is 2 a.m. in France, so
Mhm.
and it
Bedtime.
is 8 p.m. where I am, and I had a full work day. So
Oh,
that
man.
wraps up today's episode. Thank you guys for joining our break room talks. Y'all know we love these episodes because we just chit chat and catch up and really like nothing healthcare. You know, you sometimes just need a break from talking
Mhm.
about heavy things or really major important things and just like healthcare, you know, like you need a little mental reset. So these are those episodes for us, and we hope that is the same for you guys. Don't forget to leave us a 5-star rating because we are 5-star girlies and your favorite travel physical therapist. We will see you guys next week. Bye.
Bye.